Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So now we are going to be tackling question 1 using the financial calculator. Right, this financial calculator is one that we'll use. Let's zoom it so that you can see it at a close view. Let's see, yeah, somewhere there. Yeah, so that's the calculator that we're going to be using. You can use a sharp as well. There's not much of a difference because the way I'm going to use it, you're going to see that you can actually do the similar approach with the sharp as well. Question 1. So some of you are asking a question, how is it possible that you can do continuous compounding with a financial calculator? It's very possible. What you have to understand is the concept. So continuous compounding and the ordinary compounding, they're not different. So ordinary compounding, you usually know the number of compounding periods in a year. So if they say compounded monthly, you know it's 12. If they say compounded weekly, you know M is 52. So you know that the number of compounding periods in a year is 52. If they say compounded daily, you know it's 365. But if they say continuous compounding, what is the number of compounding periods? Okay. So at the moment they say continuous compounding, number of continuous periods, the number of periods, usually put them as 1 million because continuous means there are a lot. That's what it basically means. So you just put 1 million, right, for the number of continuous compoundings. You will see what I mean in a minute. Okay. So the first thing is, as usual, let's read through the question and break it down. So they said Charlie received that amount of money in a year. So first thing is to set up the timeline diagram, right? Timeline diagram. When we read through the question, they said Charlie received that amount of money investing in a monthly, all that, and then 52 weeks earlier is approximately. So there's 52 weeks earlier. So there's someone that's 52 weeks. Is it 52 or it's, sorry, it's 57, right? So there's 57. Then there is now that is involved, right? Okay. Then after that, they've established a timeline diagram. The next thing is the formula that we are using. So by formula, it's either, if you're using a financial calculator, I'll show you how you do the formula. You just draw a table, right? So you draw a table, and then this table looks like this, right? So the moment they say compounding, this is the table that you draw, right? You draw this table over here. Then you look at the 5 buttons on top of your calculator. These 5 major buttons, right? That consists of N, all these 5 top buttons. That's what you fill in. So looking at that, we have N, right? So I'm looking at it and drawing. I have I have PV, I have PMT, I have FV. Then, if you know that this module is something that is a bit difficult and tricky for you, if you want this calculator to work simply for you for every single problem, what you do is you put 2 additional formulas, right, that go with this table. So, you just say N, right, is equal to M, which is the number of compounding periods A, times your time, which is time in years. Then you say I is equal to your rate over M, right? That's the formula that you use. So this table is a formula on its own. The trick is you need at least 3 values, right, to get the rest of this. So let me show you what I mean by now. So from there, now that we've set up the formula, right, what is important for you to understand is what are the values that you are going to get from the question. Okay. So they said Charlie received 32,412.87. So that means you have 32,412.87, right? That is now, right, which is your future value. So the moment you have that, that is your future value. So you tick, you have a future value. So you have 1 out of these 3, right? Then from there, they said an amount in an account earning an interest, right, at a continuous compounding rate of 10.15% per year. Okay, so I'll have 10.15% per year. So that is my rate. So my rate is equal to 10.15. So if you are using this financial calculator, you don't need to convert it to percentage, right? You just put your 10.15. So after that, it's continuous compounding. So continuous compounding, like I said, it means that the number of compounding periods in a year, you just set them to 1 million. So you just come here and say M is equal to 1 million. Right? Then we said the amount of money that invested 52 weeks earlier is approximately. So the time between these two periods, right? The time between these two periods is 57 weeks. So T is 57 weeks, but we want it in years, so we say over 52, right? For us to convert it back to years, okay. Let me see if it's visible. Okay. Let me shift it a bit. Okay. So, right, let's go back. So what I'm saying is we have 52 weeks in a year, so it's 57 divided by 52. So after this now, what we then do is we now calculate, we want 2 of the other values there. Right, for us to calculate n, right, we said n is equal to m times t, right? So your n now is equal to 1 million, right, times your time, divided by 12. Then your I is equal to 10.15 over 1 million. Right. So that's exactly what you do, right? Then from there, what you simply do is this is going to give you numbers. So you have your n and you have your I, right? For you to use this method that I've put on the board, make sure that your calculator, let me just switch it on, right? Your calculator is set to 1 period per year. Let me show you how you start off by doing that. So the first thing what you do is we set the calculator to 1 period per year so that we can use this method effectively. So for it, you first clear it, first press this button in the bottom one, right? Then press the red one in the bottom one, right, to clear all the memory. Now you need to set your calculator to 1 period per year. So to do that, you press 1, right? Press 1, okay? After you press 1, you press this red button, shift, and then you press period per year, which is under PMT, which is on PMT. You press this PMT button because there's period per year. You press that, right? So it is set it to 1 period per year. Okay. So if you press this orange button again, this red button, and see, it will go back to 1 period per year. So it's fine. Then from there now, what you simply do is we can now put in the values, right? So we start from n going this way, right? So n we have 1 million. 1, 2, 3, right? Right? 1 million multiplied, right? Multiplied by 57 divided by 12, right? Then from there you don't say equal, you just come and you press n, right? You press n, okay? Then after you've pressed n, actually don't divide by 12, sorry, let me clear that and show you a mistake there. Right, this is 52, not 12. 52, 12 is for months, right? So, right, let's start afresh now. So what we have is you have 1 million, right, multiplied by 57 divided by 52, then you press n, right? So that is your n, the number of compounding periods, right? After you press that, then what you do is you continue and then you press your I. So your I equal to 10.15, right? Then you divide that by 1 million. Then you press I. Okay. After you pressed I, then from there you got your future value. So you have 32, right? 1,412 0.87, right? From there you just press FV. So since a future value is not negative, so you just press FV. Okay, after you've pressed V, now what do you want? You want your present value, right? Because your present value is what you're looking for. It's like how much did you invest at this time. So we're looking for a present value. So to get your present value, okay, so we're still here, you just press PV. Then you have your answer. There you go, right? So it's 29,000, right? So you have your PV is 29,000. So in other words, you don't have to claim complicated formulas for you to be able to go through this. You just need to understand the concept that you are using, and you need to understand your calculator as well. So if you understand your calculator and the concepts, it's not hard for you to go through this. It's going to be very easy to go through this. Once again, thank you for watching this video, and all the best.